Hello VC. This time I thought I'd make a video about my DIO singles from 83 to 87. But I thought I'd start with giving you a little bit of a background. Back in the 80s, the only singles that I considered collecting were Iron Maiden singles which had B-sides not included on the albums. And this obviously includes Women in Uniform, which was an A-side not included on the album. But I didn't consider collecting any of the others, so I ended up with quite an eclectic bunch of singles. From some bands I only had one or two singles, and from others I had quite a bit more. And to me it was always important just to have the single. It didn't matter if I had it on 12-inch or if I had it on 7-inch. But if I had a choice between 12-inch or 7-inch, I decided simply on the fact if the 12-inch had more songs and preferably more songs not included on the albums, even if those were just live versions of the songs otherwise available, I would choose 12-inch. But there was always the possibility of money, so if I didn't have money for the 12-inch, I would take the 7-inch. But the most important thing was just to have the single from the others. With Iron Maiden, it was to have the B-sides not included on their albums. Okay, I'm going through this in random order, so let's start with the 12 inches. And first one is Holy Diver, and this one has two B-sides, Don't Talk to Strangers, Live, and Evil Eyes. And I should have done the comparison to listen to both this one and the one on the album The Last in Line, but I believe that this is a different recording to that which ended up on the Last in Line album. So a rarity on a DIO single. Especially at the time, because when this was released, this was a song not available on a DIO album, which obviously it became later available. Okay, We Rock, back with Holy Diver and Rainbow in the Dark live, both recorded at Castle Donington 1983. And then Mystery, Eat Your Heart Out, Don't Talk to Strangers, live, recorded at Spokane Coliseum, Spokane, Washington, July 24th, 1984. Come on. And this one, next one, was my favorite for some time, and I listened to this one a lot. Live, 3-track, 12-inch single. Includes Like the Beat of a Heart, Spectrum Philadelphia September 85, We Rock, Spectrum Philadelphia 84, and Holy Diver Castle Donington 83. Yeah, I listened to this one a lot. Great single as both a cover art and as a single. And then I Could Have Been a Dreamer, Night People, and Sunset Superman, all tracks taken from the Dream Evil album. This one was a huge disappointment to me, and my love for DIO ended up here, as mostly did for the heavy metal genre. Okay, then I have, I have one shaped picture disc single, and that is Hungry for Heaven, back with King of Rock and Roll. Hungry for Heaven is an interesting song in the sense that before the release of Sacred Heart album, the song was also released on some soundtrack, but I do not know if that is a different recording to this one. And I have seen Hungry for Heaven single with two different covers, different to this one, and both of those singles have different B-sides. One of them has this King of Rock and Roll on the B-side, the other one doesn't. So it is possible that the soundtrack version or this or the song was released on a single prior to the album, and then this would have been the second single of the same song. But I have not found any proofs that the soundtrack version was released as a single. But if it was, then that one is the one that I am still missing. Okay, let's move on to the 7 inches. And first one is Rainbow in the Dark with Stand Up and Shout live Castle Donington 83. The Last in Line with the same B-side, Stand Up and Shout Castle Donington 83. I have to actually check which country is this pressing from. It's a Holland pressing. Sometimes Holland released singles that were not available in other countries, and this one may have been one of those. And here is one that I have in 2 different formats. I don't remember how I ended up with this one, but I'm guessing that I got this with some trade. It's Mystery with Eat Your Heart Out picture disc 7 inch. Next one is Rock and Roll Children with Last in Line live. Where was this live recording made? I can tell. But Last in Line live anyway on the B-side. And sometimes when I get disappointed with my favorites and I decided not to follow them anymore, I end up giving them one more chance anyway. And I did that with DIO. All the Fools Sailed Away with Overlove on the B-side. And this Overlove is the one that I really like. It's definitely the best song of these songs that I have heard from this Dream Evil album. A great track. Okay, one more, and that is the DIO EP. This is a double 7 inch single, gatefold sleeve, and obviously the interest on this one is that it includes one previously unreleased track called Hide in the Rainbow. Not one of the greatest songs, but good one anyway. I like it. And then there's one more that I think that should be included on this one, and that is Hearing Stars. Song was originally written by Vivian Campbell and Jimmy Payne, and Ronnie wrote the lyrics for it. And then he took it upon himself to organize this Hearing recording, which obviously took its cue from the Band-Aid single. This one includes the long version of the song Stars, the short version of it, and 4.5 minute news. And I also have it on 7 inch. This one includes the short version and 4.5 minute news. Okay, those were the singles, but let's continue with the Black Sabbath singles. And here is Die Young, and it includes Heaven and Hell live version. And what I find interesting with this one is that it says taken from the album Heaven and Hell, also featured on Living Legends. I don't know if you can tell, but it's some heavy metal compilation. I find it interesting that they would include some compilation ad on their single. Next up is Neon Nights with Children of the Sea live, and it seemed to me that Ronnie was always very proud of the song Children of the Sea. Next up is Mob Rules with Die Young live version on the B-side. Then Turn Up the Night and Lonely is the Word This one is not the... Oh, hold on, let's see if it mentions. It doesn't say anything about it being live version, but then again it doesn't mention. No, it's a studio version, yeah. And then TV Crimes with Letters from Earth alternative version. So here again is one different version to the album. And this one is poster bag. Sorry about the glare. And one that I didn't even know that existed, I just happened to come across this one and I was very lucky in it. Heaven and Hell, Bible Black, includes on the B-side Neon Knights live version. And even more luckily, it came with a sticker. Okay, that was all for this time, and I intend to make more of these singles editions later on. Thanks for watching. Bye.